Dude, Ridley Scott, I wish Ridley Scott gave an interview every day. Every interview, I think he just, I'm not mad in the slightest. I just think it's really funny. Like, the dude is 83 years old. He's lived, like, he was born in the 1930s, right? Just think about that for 2 seconds. He made one of the best movies of his career in, like, 1975. 20 years before most of the people reading these articles were even born. And they just ask him stuff that he never should answer from a PR standpoint, and he's like, fuck it, I'll say my true opinion on that with absolutely no evidence whatsoever. It's amazing. Like, when he was like, Last Duel failed at the box office because millennials are addicted to their phones, I was like, yeah, dude. I mean, I don't agree with you at all. That's kind of insane, but please, say more. I want to hear more about the worldview of Ridley Scott. You know, when he said, like, he said superhero movies are all effing terrible, I was like, you know, I would like to think that maybe I would have some self-awareness if I directed Alien Covenant. Maybe I wouldn't go around, like, throwing stones from my glass house, but, you know, please, go off. I'm not saying he's necessarily wrong. I mean, do you think he's seen Captain America and the Winter Soldier? That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, that's kind of like, that's a taut thriller. It's kind of like the Manchurian Candidate. Okay, that's what you get. You hit me with fireballs, guess what? You get hit with a little boombox. That's called mutually assured destruction. Little red shell. Do I save it for you? Do I use it on you immediately? Don't hit me with your star, please. Did you see how they tunneled on me, man? Beautiful, beautiful. Don't red shell me. As soon as I passed them, I saw a red shell. I was like, it's the streamer. No question. You know for a fact the streamer's getting it with a red shell when they pass you. Is insider trading? Probably a doubter, if I had to guess. Big plays, though. Look at this. I told you, Violet. I told you we're in this together. Wait, what? You're the one who hit me with the... You're the one who tried the tunnel vision on me. No. Ah, that last turn really fucked me, huh? Fifth. Son of a... Had to hit the brakes on that final turn. Screwed me up a little. Hey, but you know what? Fifth, it's not so bad. I'm still kind of cracked at driving. The last superhero movie Ridley Scott watched was Batman Forever. I don't have any comments about that. It's kind of sick that, like, Batman Forever is pretty garbage. But you ever hear those stories from the production about it where, like, Tommy Lee Jones absolutely fucking hated Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey was like a buffoon and a clown, and Tommy Lee Jones was like a serious actor, but somehow they ended up on this same movie, both overacting more than anyone has ever overacted in their entire lives. I believe that there's a quote where they met on the set, and Jim Carrey was like, "Hi, nice to meet you, Tommy Lee. I'm a big fan of you." And he said, Tommy Lee Jones said, and I quote, "I cannot sanction your buffoonery." Which is just a, like an all-time great line. It's also very funny to me that Tommy Lee Jones, if that's real, I mean, like, first off, people change, even if he was, like, you know, a full-grown adult when the movie was made. But Tommy Lee Jones has been in so many silly movies that the idea of him as such a serious man is kind of hilarious to me. Like, he's in Man of the House, starring Cedric the Entertainer, where he has to serve as an FBI agent protecting the University of Texas Longhorn cheerleaders. Like, really, you're going to make that movie, and then you're going to go to Jim Carrey and be like, "I can't sanction your buffoonery"? Also, like, it's kind of Big words coming from somebody whose most famous role, apart from Men in Black, is being the face of Boss Coffee on vending machines all across Japan. Anyway, I have nothing but respect for Tommy Lee Jones. Despite all that ignorant shit I literally just said, but... Blue Bozzy, what a dodge. Don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. Yeah, that's what you get, honestly. You're gonna tunnel vision on me with a star. That's what you get. Your star runs out, get run over. I'm dialed, man. I know we're not crushing it this race, but I am dialed in. You can make mistakes as long as they're not like, you know, unconscious mistakes. If you're paying attention, you make a mistake, an error of judgment, so be it. I told you. No unconscious mistakes. Coin me, thread the needle. Dodge the blue shell. That could be a difference maker. Give me that double. I see daylight. I see people. Trees of green. Red roses too. Massage the turn with the mushroom. Don't need the double. You don't need it. Now just chill. You got an okay position here. Whoa! I actually put my fists up at the end like I was 10 years old. That had to be by like a fraction of a second. Oh man, that was close. I can't even imagine. I can't believe we made it back. Enable Poggies. Ooh, Ryuli. Dude, Mario Kart's kind of a sick game, huh? Also, like, if you haven't seen The Fugitive with Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford, actually a sick movie. I had a friend in university who showed me, like, all of the movies from the 90s that I had never seen, and thought I was too cool for. He showed me Die Hard 1. I was like, this movie's sick. I guess that's from, like, 89 or whatever. He showed me The Fugitive, which was incredible. And he showed me Last Action Hero, which honestly, when I watched it, I was like, this movie's hilarious. And then I looked up the critical response to it, and I had no idea that Last Action Hero was, like, reviled. That movie's actually cool. Maybe it plays different in, like, 2009 versus, like, you know, 1993, but Last Action Hero is sick, dude. Plus, it has, Tywin Lannister. Literally, like, the first name that came into my head was Tyrone Bannister. That's driving. Now that's driving. I need the coins. Drives past the coins. Says he needs the coins. Okay. So true, so true. Tell us your thoughts on Broken Arrow. I don't think I've seen Broken Arrow. I know is that Travolta and Kilmer? It's definitely Travolta. No, I feel like it's Travolta and one of those actors from like the 80s that is not so like after Broken Arrow like didn't do much like Steven Dorff. Christian Slater, never mind. Okay. Christian Slater, a star-making turn as Amanda Pete's husband in 2020's Ugly Betty. Wait, no, Dirty John season 2. Oops. Also, a career-destroying move in Uwe Boll's Alone in the Dark, starring Tara Reid. Kind of an ironic name for an actress, admittedly, but not because she can't read, but because she makes things where you watch. Bro, I'm in the pit lane. Don't hit me with your star. I'm in the pit lane. Beautiful. Okay, we need more coins. Just race. Run your own race. Beautiful. I got no problem with you, Alex. I'm an agent of the believers. I don't know what to say. Don't hit that. I saw it. I saw it. Ghost doesn't give us a... That hurts, man. It all happened because the blue shell swerved out of its way to hit us in, like, 3rd place. I don't understand what happened. The blue shell was a doubter. Any predictions for the World Chess Championship starting on Friday? Here's my... I feel like Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems. I just placed a $500,000 bet on Ian Nepomniachtchi winning the coin toss, choosing to play the white pieces, playing d4, and then declining the queen's gambit. I'm just picking the final act of Uncut Gems, but instead of the Celtics game, he's got like the World Chess Championships on. Coin toss happens. Nepo wins. He's like, yeah, you see that? You see that? He plays d4. One more. You see? You just need one more. Isn't Nepo exclusively an e4 player? In non-World Chess Championships, maybe. But oftentimes people will enter the hyperbolic time chamber in order to train for the World Chess Championships. And much like in the International for Dota, they will keep their new tactics as hidden as possible to try to put their opponent off balance. That being said, I honestly have no idea. He might be. Even when I was at my peak of chess enthusiasm as like a middle schooler, I'm just gonna say it, man. I always found like competitive chess to be a bad spectator sport, or uncompelling at least. Analysis of the games after the games have taken place, different story. Actually following the games like live as they happen has never really interested me. I should probably go for some coins. You going for these coins, Alex? Wow, you're actually a piece. Playing the game in such a way that inhibits me slightly for your own benefit, you're a piece. Okay, we're going to take a wide turn. It's fine. It's a long race. Nothing to worry about. Violet, I've spared you. I wouldn't do you the disservice of creating enemies. Like, I might not be the best driver right now. Like, I'm not a challenge beast. But my social game is off the charts. Anybody else's music just completely... or sound effects just completely die? Or just me? My Squid Game, too. Yeah. My Squid Game, too. When I get out... there's gonna be carnage. Whoa, you mother! Oh no, there was a mushroom in there. Saved. Don't. I'm so scared. Okay, this puts us in a position, man. What the fuck is going on? It's not really like I didn't really get a star if everybody behind me got a star too, did I? Yo, Survivor Night? Oh, so true. OMG me. Well, apologies to the believers for me not getting an item there. Hold on. Don't give up hope, okay? Okay, give up hope. Just an absolute bombardment at the end. Holy crap. Yeah, don't give up hope, don't give up cash, and don't give up jobs. That's the secret, man. That's the secret. I hope I didn't look at any of the episode Survivor Media. I hope something. I hope they mix it up. Hope they need some. Like, I know it's unfair, but like what? Oh, so it's unfair for like the 8 people that are left on the island, but it's very fun to watch for the millions of people at home. The people that have a stranglehold on the game right now, they should just fuck it up. They should just drop like a knife into the camp at night, and then turn out all the lights. Just see what happens. Oh, just maybe not a knife, but like some kind of advantage. Like, hey, if you get this advantage, you can automatically eliminate anybody you want whose name starts with a D. You'll be like, what? That's crazy. Just like a nuclear bomb advantage. Rip Deshaun. Excuse me, there's still Danny as well. And Xander. And Liana. They all got D's in their name somewhere, kind of. Xander has a D in his name. Zendaya is Michi. Da Vinci? Someone, though, said, NL, can you describe to me the perfect sandwich? I'm not going to do that. No disrespect. But I was browsing, like, the Subway subreddit again last night. Like, once every 6 months, I just like to catch up on what's going on. There are some serious, like, war crime sandwiches that people post. First off, I have a lot of respect if you work in food service, even though I'm sure these stories are rare. There's a shocking number of food stories from Subway workers that are like, hey, check out this online order that came in. And then the name on the online order is just like, make my sandwich, you fucks, or something like that. Like, people have some serious problems. Or like stories of customers like literally just losing their minds. Like one customer being like, last time I came here, my sandwich wasn't toasted. And then they showed the Subway worker like a photo on their phone of a sandwich that's toasted. And then they said, ma'am, that's toasted. And then she said, just started screaming, the customer is always right. The customer is always right. Like true insane person stuff. So nothing but respect for the Subway worker. But man, oh man, the number one thing that keeps me coming back to that subreddit is photos of sandwiches that are just like genuine war crimes. In particular, I thought about posting some of the photos on Twitter just for like, you know, a joke. But I thought like if someone's going to bed or something, this could actually upset them enough to like disrupt their night. So I spared you. But like sandwiches with so much mayonnaise on the sandwich, what am I doing? That it actually looks like more like a cupcake or something. Like just unbelievably gross. You know what? This is why mushrooms are the best thing in this game. Did you see that? Mushroom me. You piece! Okay, that's still very impressive. That's still very impressive. Sometimes people would ask for 10 lines of mayonnaise in this. Like, look, I already don't... Like, a little mayonnaise, sure. But 1 line is like a pretty big amount of mayonnaise. If you'd get 2, whatever. You like mayonnaise, okay? That doesn't bother me. The thing that's more, like, bothers me is when they close the sandwich and you can see, like, the mayonnaise... Like, you can't see anything but mayonnaise when the sandwich is closed. You scammed? Wrong button? Going offline? Going offline, guys. Anyway, sorry. Here's what I'll say about the wrong button, okay? If you've been around long enough, or if you haven't been around long enough, stick around longer, and one day the error will happen in your favor. Like the chance cards in Monopoly. But statistically speaking, there's probably like maybe like 50 people who have gotten it wrong every single time. Like that, well, gotten it right, but then had their bet go the wrong way every single time. Which is, I feel for those people, but like, you know, hey, skirt. Other thing, like I'm just stunned at the amount of like, I guess maybe people. Well, first off, there's a couple of things. I think people always want to feel special. So there's like these Subway orders that people post the receipts of on the subreddit. That's like, on one side of my sandwich, please place 1 macadamia nut cookie, and on the other side, triple meat pepperoni, please. And you're just like it's easier. I say this with love in my heart. Like, it's easier to just grow a personality than to be the guy who is like, I eat a fucked up Subway sandwich just to be like, look at how crazy I am. It's like a heavy 2004 energy. There was another post I really liked where somebody was like, I have a regular that comes in. Every time he orders, he says, I'll have this super weird thing that I created myself. And his super weird order is literally just chicken and shredded mozzarella cheese. And he was like, wow, kid, keep weird. Keep that weird energy up, buddy. It's what a weird sandwich. Chicken and cheese, wow. So quirky. But there's other ones that are just, I guess people see it as like a way to get their money's worth. But they'll have a sandwich that's like extra everything. But especially when people want like extra olives or whatever, so be it, right? When people want like 7 sauces, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, that's a soup. Like, at some point you have to acknowledge, like, you have to exercise some self-control and not add like 1 of every sauce. Because it's actually going to make your sandwich unpalatable. I don't even want to talk about what just happened here. Yeah, I get 1 sauce. But I would say, you know, I've seen some people get 2. And I'm sure it gets a little gloopy, but like, you know, if you get 2, so be it. But when, like, there's so many orders where they post the receipt and it's literally like 8 sauces. Like 1 of every sauce. And you're like, what's wrong with you? I didn't hit the wrong button this time. I'm at Queens right now. Any words of wisdom from the old days? Okay, if you're living in the QG right now, you know, north of campus, where all the students live, in the winter time, I don't know, maybe you're on the dorms right now, okay? If you're in the dorms, maybe you're over by like Leonard Hall, you're gonna need a strategy to get from Leonard Hall to Biosci without spending as much time outside as possible. So you're gonna need to learn which doors have open access and are not locked. That way you can walk through the inside instead of the outside. Now I'm trying to think. From Leonard, you could probably exit out those doors from Leonard that are closest to Vic Hall. You're gonna walk up that curve towards University Avenue. I think, honestly, if you really get to like advanced level, you can enter through the southern doors at McCory, find your way through the catacombs. You're going to exit on the easternmost doors that you can find. Oftentimes, I would also, I have to be honest with you, the student union that was there when I went there doesn't exist anymore. So I used to tunnel through the John Deutsch University Center a little bit, the J-Duck as it was called. Now it's been replaced with the ARC. Maybe there's a new J-Duck as well, but anyway, that's my tip. If you're coming from off-campus housing, the Queens Law Building always had like an unlocked door that I would use. Sometimes I'd tunnel through Goods Hall, get to Biosci, and also, look, I don't know what it's like there anymore. Biggest scam on campus, don't go to the Tim Hortons at Biosci. You really want to wait in line for like 15 minutes before your class just to get like a double-double? Nah, man. Like, come on. There's got to be a better way. Coming from someone who didn't drink coffee, admittedly, when I was in university. But anyway, that's... My advice is you need a route. Or you could just buy like a warmer coat. But, you know, times were tight back then, for sure. I believe. What are you doing, man? Might frick around, get a triple-double. That's Ice Cube right there. Leonardo DiCaprio meme? That's Ice Cube. Okay, this is not going well. Everybody that I watch stream Mario Kart streams it while drunk, and I'm doing worse than them, which is really saying something. Oh, you're lucky. Not the blue shell. Let's go! The timing couldn't be better. Get away from me with that star, please. Look at that. Look at that pre-steering. That's fine. I had a red shell coming for me anyway. You saved me. You piece. That was actually like the craziest bomb of all time. That bomb was so dirty, Nexon's gonna make a game based on it. Okay, eat that. Oops. You're just a speed bump on my road to actualization. Oops. You're lucky. I was going for the freaking jugular. Give me something good. That's good. Oops. Probably got the greatest items you could ever ask for. That could not be. Just star, star, bullet, star, star. Don't even have to drive. Just hold the button down. Let's go. That's points. How? Literally how? Oh, it's hard to be so good at this game. It's hard to be so good. Yeah, anyway, I recommend the Subway subreddit, man. I mean, like, there's people out there that, like, legitimately are just, like, they've lost their minds. I love pickles. I like olives. When people ask, like, you know, sometimes they'll write on the online order, put a fuckload of pickles. Like, first off, why are you talking like that to the Subway worker? Like, you're, like, in on a joke together? Like, they're suffering behind the counter? You're ordering some Uber Eats on your phone? Like, you're not at the same position right now. Like, don't try to lump them in with your fun. Like, don't try to make them a cast member in your life story or whatever. But, like, they'll write, like, please put a fuckload of pickles on my sandwich. And then they'll take a photo of the sandwich, and it's literally just, like, 50 slices of dill pickle. And you're like, why? It's just bad. Like, I just can't imagine that it's, that it tastes good. I mean, pickles are good. That's just too much. There's another one that was like a Veggie Delight sandwich. Which is just the vegetables. I hate that it's called Veggie Delight. Like, if they're gonna do another Eat Fresh Refresh, man, they gotta, like, can you just make it, just call it a salad sandwich. Veggie Delight is just terrible. As a name, at least. And then the only thing that they wanted on it was olives. So it's literally just like a 6-inch baguette littered with black olives. I like olives. It's just kind of a, like a weird sandwich. It's kind of like a sandwich that you would expect, like, Ted Bundy to order, you know, on death row. It's just very strange. It's the kind of sandwich that comes with, like, you know, instead of any drinks, any drinks, chips, or cookies, it comes with, you know, a wellness check from your local constabulatory. Your local precinct. Help me? I'm okay. Oh, VIP Daniel, hello. Lord of Survivor has logged on. VIP Daniel, I have to, there's times, by the way, so I'm on Pacific time. I can't, I shouldn't say I can't, I guess, because that invites some kind of, like, you know, backseating, but, like, I don't watch Survivor until 8 p.m. my time, which is 3 hours after it airs on the East Coast. Sometimes I'll be, like, taking the trash out. I'll open up Twitter. It'll be one of your tweets is, like, at the top, like, recommended for you. I just put the phone right back in my pocket. Don't look at it for, like, 3 hours. Because I'm like, I know as soon as I open it up, there's going to be, like, a a detailed analysis of like who just got sent home, why they got sent home, and I'm like, I've learned my lesson. I'm like, from 5 to 8, if you see at the generator on your Twitter feed, just close the app, put the phone in your pocket. I don't blame you, by the way. Like, it's, you know, you're live tweeting. I talk about Survivor on Thursday shows. Even though people are like, I haven't seen it yet. I'm like, well, you've had 6 hours. Come on. Dude, we can do this. Please freeze them! No, not even close. I honestly thought if they got stuck at the line, I might come third, but that is not the case. People do crazy orders of Starbucks too, like 30 pumps of various flavored sugar. Dude, I'm like... You people won't necessarily want to believe this because of the McDonald's discourse about how I said it would be the greatest job on earth to be the McDonald's drive-thru worker. Slight exaggeration. However, I am an ally of the food service worker. I never make substitutions. I order things that are on the menu. Even if the food is a little ass, I say it's really good. Like, I am a fan of the, I am an ally and a friend to the food service worker. Are you just shy? No, I just, like, look, who am I to think, like, I must be a narcissist if I think I can make a recipe better than the people at Subway corporate. Like, that's their job. I eat, like, one sandwich every 2 weeks from there. And I'm gonna be like, nah, dude, the best actual sandwich is Chipotle Southwest with 17 lines of honey Dijon. No, they got professional tasters that come up with that stuff. I take the position that if something is on the menu, then it's like, you know, I trust it enough to at least give it a try. And if I don't like it, I don't modify it. I just, you know, don't order it again. You are actually like a piece of garbage. It was genuine disdain that just washed over me there. There was no reason for that. Insubordinate and churlish. I just love when people are like, they draw like a personality judgment from that. They're like, so you're a beta. Yeah, no, unlike the people that go to Subway and they're like, I'll take a double meat steak cheese melt. Can you give me 6 inches on honey oat and 6 inches on Italian herbs and cheese? I want you to toast it for exactly 23 seconds. Double meat, add bacon. Add a little bit more bacon. Can I get 6 slices of pepperoni right in the middle? Yeah, that seems like the kind of person who's like really, they're like a natural born leader. That seems like a kind of person who's really like in a good place in their life and should serve as a role model to young men throughout the world. Don't fuck me. Every time I come to this Subway, you try to fuck me by giving me 6 olives. Okay, you fucking psycho. I don't mind if you do a substitution for stuff you're allergic to. Come on. Or, like, I mean, even more so, like, even a substitution for stuff you don't like. I'm just flexing that I never do the substitutions. Sometimes I eat stuff I don't really like, just as, like, a, you know, just to feel something. Like, I made some Beyond Burgers last week. I don't really like tomato on my burger. My wife likes tomato on her burger. I bought a tomato, sliced up 2 slices of it, put some tomato on my burger. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of for it. Just mix it up. Try something new. Ooh, wow. No! Disgusting. Like, we were actually there. We were in 2nd place. We were gonna make it. The lightning on the Leafs, man. Lightning v Leaf, lightning win. Surprise, surprise. Start prediction. Rip my points. That one hurts, man. That was lucky doubters. I hate olives. One time I was like, just olive up my pizza. I think it's good, like, that's like, you know, the same way you like resistance train to build muscle. I think experiencing some discomfort in a controlled environment can sometimes be healthy. Not always, but, you know, every once... I really just... I don't enjoy mushrooms on my pizza. Sometimes we'll get, you know, Kate will order a pizza with mushrooms for her, and I'll just steal a slice, and I'll be like, hey, you know what? I feel like 1% stronger as a result. And maybe one day I'll eat that pizza and I'll be like, oh, these mushrooms are so good. It hasn't happened yet, but I gotta tell you, I kind of came around on the tomato last week. You know, it's just inch by... I mean, at the end of the day, like, I think it's understandable, but it's... And I say this as someone who doesn't like every food. But you got to admit, the concept of, like, an animal getting to the point where there's, like, safe, edible food and being like, no, that's not my preference, is kind of hilarious. I say that as somebody who was, like, you know... kind of like anti-mushroom. But like just, you know, imagining that, you know, the world is just kind of like an abstracted way for, you know, organisms to like steal carbon from one another and then like repurpose it for their own needs. The idea that you're like, yeah, that's pretty much like what I'm all about. Like, I'm a big carnivore. My lunch eats your lunch for lunch. I would never eat a salad. What is that, rabbit food? And then like you order, I'll take the, you know, the steak and cheeseburger, please. But can you please not put the radishes on the side? I find them a little icky. I just don't like, they just have kind of like a weird taste in my mouth. But I'm like a big tough guy, man. I'm a super like, I could go through a lot of shit. Like, I would be stoked if the zombie apocalypse happened. Could you not put so much spinach on the burger? Like, I find that it makes it very difficult to taste the well-done beef when you do that. I'm still flying? Oh, no. Coin me? Coin me? Oh, God. I think I just ended someone's life. Dude, this is a very high potential believer payout. No, don't bomb me. Come on. I don't think so. No, no, no! It's alright. No sweat, man. Whoa, Terry! That was the easiest believer payout of my life. If it did finish top 3, indeed. That Terry boost to the end scared me, man. Scared me a little bit. When the blue Bozzy doesn't hit Craigasm. Dude, nobody's talking about this, and I feel like a psycho. Where did Craigasm go in the Discord emotes? I can't use Craigasm anymore. I used to use Craigasm like every 6th sentence. Now on Discord, I type colon, K-R-E-Y. It doesn't autocomplete. It doesn't exist anymore. Now I have to use, like, you know, Pog U instead or something. I still use it. We can add it. Literally 1984. I don't even have Pog U on my own channel, but, like, I use it on Discord from time to time. Didn't PogChamp get canceled? Yeah, PogChamp got canceled. Pog U. Nothing wrong with Pog U, right? Also, like, I hate to say it. I shouldn't even say it, but I'm gonna. I can't help but court that controversy. You know, I'm kind of like the bad boy of Twitch. The Komodo PogChamp is not Pog. The emote is like, is dead to me. I know why they did it. I'm not saying they shouldn't have done it. All I'm saying is the replacement emote. It's one of those, I think it's like getting a tattoo, right? Like, at the time, you're like, this would be funny. And then when you get it, you're like a year later, you're like, oh, actually, this, like, actually sucks. What was I thinking? Komodo? Just fucking relax. Okay, we got a long race in front of us here. I don't understand why we have to debase ourselves by resorting to this kind of aggression. Like, tell me you're trying to kill me without telling me you're trying to kill me. They're covering like 100% of the width of the track just to try to get me. Trying to catch me riding dirty? I don't think so. Okay, these green shells are ballast. Thank you so much. I was trying to think about how to get rid of them. Don't. Let's go! Huge save, man. When the blue Bozzy doesn't hit. What the fuck? It's alright. It's a coin paradise up ahead. No. I touched sand when I should have touched grass. It's no problem. It's just like a 6th place star. No big deal. You piece. Nice miss. I dropped like 20 things behind me just to specifically say fuck you. I dropped 2 red shells backwards and then a bomb right at the very end, and it felt amazing. It felt incredible. 2 believer wins in a row. Can you believe this? Is this allowed? What is the use case for Sleep OG? Sleep OG is an easy emote to understand. When somebody talks too much about something that you ask them to talk about, you say Sleep OG. Like when I asked Justin like what that camera he bought yesterday was, and he gave me a history of like telemetric lenses. You're like, I'm not mad. I asked specifically for this. I just didn't know it was going to be like a 2-minute buy-in. And then you type Sleep OG and everybody laughs. Yeah, that race on Yoshi's Valley where I was talking about the Opage HD PVR2 capture card versus the Dazzle DVC 100. That's Sleep OG. What's the difference between Sleep OG and Resident Sleeper? Resident Sleeper is like the core emotion is boredom. Sleep OG is like, this is good information, but you should, you know, remember, as Shakespeare said, the immortal bard, that brevity is the soul of wit. Look at this line. Look at this. Me and Mark Ruzzo. Okay, but don't neglect the coins. Coins are a very important part of a balanced Mario Kart diet. Very nice. They threaded the needle. That's the folly of the bike. Go ahead, pass me. I'm... You know what? Eat shit. I was having a great race. You came through with your boomerang like an asshole. Don't. I've made my best possible effort to get out of your way. Are you not familiar with racing etiquette? Faster car behind, you usually let them pass, you know, if there's no reasonable defense you can make. This is ridiculous. Okay, you know what? Get out of here with that attitude. It's time to start cracking skulls. The power of positive thinking. We dodged Blue Bozzy yet again. Give me something good. That's good. Why? For what purpose? Got one. But at what cost? Please, please, mushrooms. It's not even better. That hurts. That hurts. Honestly, like, that hurts. We'll pay out the doubters on that one. That's Mario Kart, though. That race was brutal, man. I mean, the red shell was just... It was just needless. Well, what was the purpose of it? We were adjacent. Pivot time? Maybe, like, when I have to go to the bathroom in 14 minutes or so. But, like, I don't know what to play, man. Play some Sporkle, I guess. I don't really want to play Super Auto Pets just because, like, I want to wait for the patch to come out on the Steam client. Like, I don't mind playing it on the browser, but, like, the resolution is not as good. You can't log into the test build, I think. It's not an ideal circumstance. We'll do some Sporkle for sure. Probably at our next pivot. It's been a nice warm-up, though. Isaac Casino. I got to admit, I got to the level of desperation where I thought, like, we could play Isaac today. But I've also... I feel like in the last 2 weeks, I've had a lot of good runs in Isaac. But I've also had a lot of, like, a staggering number of runs where you start with 3 HP, 3.5 damage, and you get to the end of the game, you have 3 HP, 3.5 damage, and then 50 items that are like, wouldn't it be funny if your tears moved in a clockwise direction instead of going straight? And don't worry, you might think, what's the point? Here's a little shot speed upgrade for you as well. Don't say I never did nothing for you. So there's been a lot of that, which is, you know, annoying. I'm not going to get hit by that. Come on. Wouldn't be caught dead getting hit by that. I'm not going to hit you with these. These are just a deterrent. Hey, handsome pants. I respect you're probably saying, what about taking another trip back to the hard court? One day. One day. I'm amazing. Look at this, man. By the way, who is this Daisy that's just, like, eating us up every game? It's crazy. Like, I didn't know Mario Kart had this kind of skill ceiling available. I'm actually mad. I should have just used my... Nice try, you piece. Should have just used my boombox. It actually is kind of bad, like... Even more so than usual when first place gets so far away. Because then even when the blue shell hits, like, it doesn't affect the other people. I need them to slow down. Beautiful. Please? No. I think I incepted what happened. Somehow I've neglected to be hit by 2 red shells in a row. I think one of them I just used superior dodging. The other one just hit me in the damn face. No. I just had iframes for some reason. Will you ever race against Chib? Yeah, if he'll wake up at like 4 in the morning. He'll do it for Mario Party. I don't know if he'll do it for Mario Kart. Desperation. That's bad. How did we not get hit, and why won't it matter? Well, that was pretty bad. Here's the daily Forza servers update. Did I not even run predictions there? I'm glad Forza servers are working again. Until they fix, you know, the game not booting, the servers are a secondary concern for me, but I'm happy to hear that they're working for other people. Well, we can run it either way. Did you try it since last week's patch? Yes. I naively booted it up again, and then immediately it crashed. Anyway, I choose not to perceive chat. I've put my hand over chat. I cannot see your game suggestions. You can keep typing them. I can't stop you. But I'll just say that whatever you're suggesting, at least with like a 99% efficacy rate so far, everything that I've seen is something that I've considered mentally and said no to. So just, for everybody's mental, is better to operate under the assumption that, yes, I've considered returning to Luck Be a Landlord. I find the idea unappealing at present. But they recently added a bell. That's good. I'm glad for them. At some point we may return, but the engine for Luck Be a Landlord is empty right now. Best music in Mario Kart right here. This is like an incredible course. When you get the donut spinning through the center, and you can... Oh, please. Not even close. Why? Yeah, that's what you get, Grace. That's what you get. Grace, guess what? You just became the main fucking character. That's 2 races in a row. You go out and 3 races in a row. You go out of your way. You try to steal my fun, I'm gonna catch up to you by being so bad they have to give me good items. Then you'll be sorry. Okay, give me coins, give me good items. That's a good item. Like, I don't mind when I get bodied by somebody who's trying to do what's optimum for them in Mario Kart, I'm like, that's fair play. That's true, that's true, that's true. Eat my ass. When somebody's specifically targeting me, I mean, that's just anti-fun. You know what that makes you? That makes you an actual bully. And around here, we have the bully hunters. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this meta-destroying group of individuals. I think they go around and take the bullies' lunch money. Like yours, for example. Hello, Grace. How, Sway? I'm gonna become the Joker. I'm actually gonna become the Joker. Oops. Well, at least we didn't get hit by that for the 3rd time. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna play some Sporkle. See you in 3 minutes.